Good afternoon, Real Life Radio listeners. This is Jennifer on your Community Connection Corner here on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380 and 94.9 FM. Joined today by Tyler Hurst, the volunteer coordinator for the New Life Day Center. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So New Life Day Center, you're downtown, you're servicing the homeless community. Tell us about what you guys do.
Yeah, well, we call ourselves a connection point for the homeless. We serve between 100 and 150 homeless clients a day. And we try and do what other places don't do. So that's what we try and model ourselves as. And examples would be we have lockers for the homeless clients. We have a van that transports them, and they can't find that. Those are two of the bigger things we do, and they can't find that anywhere else. So we try and fill the gap, I guess you could say.
Because where are you going to keep your stuff, right?
You can't. I mean, they keep it in a bag somewhere, and they hide it. Or they just leave it wherever they stayed the night before, and there's not a whole lot of places. So we have 105 storage lockers for them.
And you guys are a day center, so you're not an overnight shelter.
That's right.
And you don't do meals either, right?
No, we serve donuts to them in the
Okay.
morning time, so they have breakfast because there's not a ton of places for them to get breakfast, so they're always grateful to have some fresh donuts in the morning, and then they have places to go for lunch during the day. So we don't want to compete with other agencies. We just want to do what other places don't do. So.
And how long has New Life Day Center been around?
We started December 2011, so a couple years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you're relatively new.
We are new to the homeless scene. So
I was friends with someone who, I still am friends with someone who, when you guys first came into the scene, they were promoting you like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's this new place, New Life Day Center, get involved in this, and they're doing something no one else is doing. And because I believe when I talked to you guys before, you work with 60 other organizations, or
there's 60 or so, maybe a few more organizations in Lexington that cater to the homeless. So we like to, what we're trying to do, and what we have done for the past couple of years, is be that center point for all those organizations. And when people come into us, sometimes we're the first stop. A lot of times we're the first stop. We try and send them out where they need to go, whether it be clothing or food or shelter for the night, whatever it is, dental, medical, whatever. We try and send them there.
Because you guys don't provide those services, but you know who does.
We know who does, and we have a van that can get them there, or we can help them however we can. We can point them in the right direction. So that's what we
fantastic.
do.
So where'd the vision for this come from?
Well, I've been here for the past 8 months. I started last year, and from what I understand is there was a city council that came together to address the homeless issue in Lexington. And they decided that there was a need for a place like New Life Day Center. So they pitched it to a couple people, Steve Poston being one of them, and he ran with it, and he's our director today. Volunteer director and full-time director. So he's the one who got everything going. So
because he retired and just kind of got back into.
He's retired 3 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And now he does this on a full-time basis. He's called. I believe he's called by God to be there, and that's what he's doing. He's doing the Lord's work for sure.
Because you guys are faith-based as well.
We are a faith-based place, absolutely. So it's we have several. We try and provide the faith part of it to them. We have a Sunday worship service for them. Church comes and does it every Sunday. They have about 35 clients attend now.
That's great.
Which is great because it's only been going a couple months. And we have every other Friday night do a kind of Bible study. The same church does that. So we offer those services. We offer the faith-based part to them, but we let them come to us. We don't push it on them,
Right.
But it's there.
And you guys are located in North Martin Luther King.
Yep, 3rd and MLK. Yeah.
And that's right in the center, basically, of the downtown area, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely in the center of that population, you could say. I mean, we've got shelters basically on all sides of it. It's not, within a couple miles of each other, but in all sides of it. So, yeah, we're right in the middle of it.
So how did you develop the partnerships with the other organizations?
Oh, well, I think what I can say to that is there is a new homeless position, or he's appointed by the mayor. I can't think of his actual title right now, but he's basically overall homeless in Lexington is this guy. And he is working to bring all the agencies to work on the same page. So I will say right now it's not where it should be as far as agencies communicating and working together. Now, a lot of the faith-based agencies like us and, say, the Lighthouse do work closely together, but some of the other agencies aren't necessarily on the same page. So that's something we need to work on if we want to give the best possible service and give the guys what they need. So,
what's the homeless population in Lexington?
last time it was counted, I can't remember if it was 2012 or 2010, but anyway, last time it was counted was 1,400.
1,400 folks on the streets here in our own community.
In Lexington, which is kind of, for me, it was hard to believe. That is a lot of people. And you don't see 1,400 people walking around on the streets, but they're there.
They're there.
They're there. And we've had ourselves in a little over 2.5 years, we've had, I think it's up to 2,300 individual clients registered. So sometimes they come in and are gone in a day. Sometimes they're there for a couple months, but 2,300 different people.
So that's more than what they say is in the city. So you're getting some sort of revolving door here in Lexington,
you'll see it. In fact, we had a girl who was volunteering with us back when I first started last year, and she's come back now because school is out, and she said, I don't recognize any of these and any of these people. And it's because it is kind of a revolving door. And probably when it gets cold again, the same ones will come back. And Lexington is a good spot for the homeless.
That's what I've heard.
If you can say that.
I know.
Right. But there's a lot, like we said, over 60 services for them. So they can get what they need here. And one of our goals is also to help, not just to give them what they need, the food, the shelter, the place to come during the day, but to get them a job and to get them into a housing. And all of our volunteers help them with that as best as we can. I think we do about 10 to 15 a month into a job or into a housing.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And that's with all volunteers. So, yeah.
And so each individual person who comes in registers, and you kind of get to know, and it's not just drop in and hang out. It's, hey, we don't want to know who you are.
Yeah, right. We one thing you definitely want to learn their names. That they really respond to that, because a lot of people call them by their first names,
I can imagine.
So that shows the respect, and just that lets them open up to you for sure. And yeah, we build relationships with them. And I mean, there's guys that have been there since months that I've been there that have got into houses and got into jobs, and I don't see them anymore, but that's probably a good thing. So.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And when they sign in, do you get like basic information of what their needs are?
Yeah, we have a register form that we ask them certain questions, like we ask them if they're a veteran or where they've been staying, things like that, to ask them what they need. And that's one of the last questions we ask is, what did you come in here for? And so that's how we base what we do basically off those questions for what they need. So.
And I follow you on Facebook, and I see that you have like a chiropractor.
We do.
And other services that come in from time to time? I believe
with the chiropractor and his wife, who is also, I believe, a chiropractor, and they just had a baby, so they haven't come in for a few weeks now. But, we have a lot of services like that. Just volunteers from the community come in, and a chiropractor, and they have their table, and they do about 20 people, when they come in, and do about 20 adjustments, I guess. And, we have about 15 different services like that kind of revolve week to week.
Who else? What other type of services come in like that? We
have a couple that comes in and shows a Bible movie on Tuesdays and does a little Bible studies. That's another faith-based thing that we do. The VA comes in twice. Representatives from the VA come in twice a week, and for veterans, which as it should be, there's a lot of help out there if you're in that situation. Let's see, we used to have a nurse practitioner come in, and that's something we want to get back into. She's not able to do it anymore, but that's something that is definitely needed.
So if there was a nurse practitioner out there
for about a year, and that helps out a lot, because otherwise just simple stuff, simple medical problems can be fixed if you get the right attention.
Right.
They can't get the attention.
And sometimes it is something really simple that you don't need to go to the ER for.
Right. And our ERs are packed because that's the only place they can get any medical attention. So
Right.
yeah, I drive the van there just about every day.
Oh, wow.
To take somebody. Yeah.
So how many vans do you have running?
We have one van that we run.
Okay.
It's a 15-passenger van. We run it at 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's generally full. I mean, 10 to 15 people a day, and we take them mostly to like the VA. We take them to the food stamp or Social Security office. We take them to medical appointments. We have a whole list that we go through, and we'll take them to. And we give them $1 bus pass so they can get back. So
That's good, because I was just thinking,
so
like, okay, we drop them off. How the heck do they get back?
Yeah, that's part. But they can't really get that anywhere else. There's not another place that does that. So that's one of our main goals there. So.
Well, before we go to the break, go ahead and share your website of how people can find out more, and then we'll talk about how we can get involved when we come back.
Okay.
So.
Yep. It's newlifedaycenter.org, or you can email us at newlifedaycenter@aol.com. So.
New Life Day Center at AOL.com or newlifedaycenter.org.
That's right.
That's pretty simple.
Yep.
All right. Well, we will talk more on the other side of the break about how to get involved with the New Life Day Center with Tyler Hurst on your Community Connection Corner here on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380 and 94.9 FM, WMJR, Nicholasville, Lexington.